What's up, everybody? This is your boy Hill Carmichael, and welcome to another installment of Hill Thoughts. And this topic is for all my straight edge brothers and sisters out there. And this is a good origin story how I become straight edge. And it's something I always want to tell my story because people know me that I don't drink, no smoke, but people don't know the origin of how I become straight edge. And hopefully, this is very entertaining and very educational because through my journey as being a straight edge, in some part, I become a little bit, seeing punkish. And what made me become straight edge and become stronger since day one. And also, I become educational about marijuana as well, in which I don't take, but I was very ignorant on that part. But I will get to that later. So let me tell you the story how I become straight edge. It is my first time telling this story. I believe only one person probably know the story, or pretty much nobody know about it. But this is the first time I'm telling my story. So it was, I think it was back in 1994ish or 93, one of them 2 years, and I was 5 years old, I believe, and we were living in North Carolina, Raleigh, North Carolina, and I remember my mom. She got like a beer bottle, an open beer bottle. It was, I think, I remember it was like Bud Light. It was Bud Light or Budweiser. It was one or two. I think it was Bud Light. And I was just sitting there in the bedroom on the floor, and mom, had to get up and do something. And I look over, and I thought that Bud Light was a Kool Aid. At the time, I didn't know it was a beer or whatever. So I look at it as I decide to take a small little sip, and my mom didn't know about it. I took a little sip, and the taste of it, it was nasty. So I spit that shit out. I spit it out and put the beer back in that spot so she won't notice it. And it was disgusting. It was nasty, and, and I would never get the taste of it. And it was disgusting. And I don't know how you guys can drink that shit. Not even the Sandman, no Stone Cold Steve Austin can drink that all the time. I couldn't drink it. But yeah, that was the birth of being a straight edge. And at that time, I didn't even know the word of straight edge until August 1st, 2006, in which I will tell you that part a little bit later. And jump forward a couple years later in my 20s, in my late 20s, I went to my friend's house. And this time I was in Columbia, South Carolina. Went to the friend's house and we would have like a little nerd out. Turned out to be a smoke fest, and everybody everybody was having fun. And I remember it was packed full of people. People was in the comic book world, and people was great friends with us. And and then next you know, people was passing weed. Like one older white guy, he hands me this old school. Uh, I should have said a doobie. Screw it, a old school blunt. And he hands it to me, and he said, "You want to smoke?" I said, "No, I'm good." And he said, "You sure?" I'm like, "I'm straight up positive." And throughout the whole time, I didn't smoke no weed or smoke or drink anything else until I hit the contact. Now, people don't know what it feels like to hit a contact high when there was no circulation in the room. The door was closed, the window was shut, the fan was circulate the whole room, but it was nowhere to exit out the spot. So I felt something. I felt a little bit off. I didn't panic. I knew I was a little bit like, okay, I need to get out of here and get some fresh air. So I step out and get some fresh air, and I feel a little bit better. I didn't panic, but I knew my body was a little bit off. And and then like after the party was over, after we ate some food, and trust me, the food was amazing. After we got done eating the food, I went home And here's the irony of the whole thing. I was wearing my CM Punk T-shirt. I wore the one. It was a Second City Saint, where you got the picture of CM Punk at the front. It had like a little mural on the front of the T-shirt, white tee, and the back have his hands together. That the old school T-shirt. I miss that T-shirt so much. But after I take my shirt off, halfway I have the shirt over my head. I can smell the gummy bear cherry hookah because they were smoking hookah, and my shirt was destroyed, and I was like, oh, "God damn it, my shirt!" So I had to take my shirt, put in the wash machine, get that shirt clean. But at that moment, being straight edge, they look at you, look at you funny, and they try to give you a little peer pressure, and trust me, I've been there, and nobody pressure me to drink anything or smoke anything. You gotta be hella strong, mentally strong. But when people, when you say you straight edge, people will give you that confused look, and they look at you funny. And it's like, what do you mean you straight edge? I don't know what that means. You know, for me, it show ignorance. Like they drink and smoke so much, they don't know what a straight edge means, and they want to be lit. They want to be lit just to have fun, just get drunk. But that's not my cup of tea. And between myself and everybody else who's part of straight edge, I respect everybody else, their decision. As long as you don't pressure me, or as long as you show me respect, I show them respect. Then we have a good time, and just give me some soda, some water, some Krispy Kreme donut, and we cool. So, so that's the number one thing about it. And and the one thing about peer pressure is if they try to force you to drink or force you to smoke, or if they pretty much throw a little jab at you, then they don't respect you. They don't respect your what my friend like to say, purist. They don't respect your pure lifestyle. And I have that a couple of times. Even the last week, my previous video about 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 drinking, I think. Um, People will like make fun of you, and like last week at the party I went to, people start making fun. Oh, you don't drink? No, come on, take a little one sip. Just drink, just drink, just drink it. I'm saying like, no, I don't want to drink. And eventually, you start spazzing out and give a little pipe bomb. They look at you as a bad guy. So, for my strong, you know, for my strong-minded, straight-edge people, just keep doing you. Just follow the path, be strong, and don't let anybody else pressure you to something that you don't want to do. And you notice I mentioned CM Punk. CM Punk is my idol, and yes, that sounds funny from a wrestling fan who said that, but CM Punk, he was my idol. And the first time I saw CM Punk was back in August 1st, 2006. Now, why that date is so special to me? Number, well, actually, three reasons why it is so special to me. Number one, August 1st is my birthday. Second part, CM Punk made his debut, and I believe it was I believe I see his promo a week before that when he give that promo that he's straight edge, and he don't drink, he don't smoke, and etc. 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 That promo right there, that really struck to me, and that make me be more connected to him, even though he's a wrestler. But he's straight edge real life. Along with Darby Allin, that was like many years ago. But CM Punk was the first guy I see who's straight edge, and I can relate to. And a third part, all my wrestling fans out there who know this date, that was the first time ever an ECW show booed Batista and Big Show. That was their main event. I would never forget that. Never forget that. But anyway, back to the straight edge. CM Punk was my idol, and that inspired me, and I become even more straight edge, and that's where I start saying I'm straight edge to every single people. Where I go to party events or go to a local bar. They try to hand me some alcohol. I said, no, I'm straight edge. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I say that in the most respectful way because I could have went the CM Punk route back in back in the Ring of Honor days. So I could have went out the straight edge society route. And tell them that I'm straight edge, I'm better than you. I could have said that if they become real disrespectful, but luckily they become a lot more understanding and they cool, and we have a great time. As long be respectful. And another part, my knowing myself through the journey of being straight edge is smoking, the marijuana part. For me, the marijuana, I ain't gonna lie, I hate the smell of marijuana. This is the part I become a full fledged heel on this shit. I hate the smell of marijuana. It stink. It reek. It smell like terrible beef jerky. It I can't stand the smell of it. I really do. And I know people out there be mad. Like, oh man, we talking about weed is good. I don't care. It stink. It's terrible. And all these rappers in the movie, they lie. Because I thought it supposed to smell good, but no, it smelled like straight up Rikishi, sweaty ass cheeks, and the Warrior Rumble in 2000. That's how bad it was. And I still stand by it. But there's always a but. I was a little bit ignorant because I thought weed is for potheads who like to smoke, like to be lazy, whatever. But I didn't know it um help out people with mental health. It helped them out with mental health and health wise. And I would never forget it. I watched Viceland. Either Viceland or Vice TV. It was on Vice TV. And they did this piece about this young child who's autistic, either autistic or he got health problems, and he didn't smoke it. It was a different stream, a different chemical to use. It was THC and THC or CBD, and they put it on. It's like a little oil, and they drop it in a child's mouth, and the child become normal and become better. And it really helped me. I become more educated and I become a lot more respectful. I know some people out there who use THC or CBD just to help them calm their anxiety or help them their mental state, and which I truly understand. And if you use THC or CBD just to help your health or try to get better mentally or physically, this is me being a straight edge. I say do what you gotta do to get yourself healthy, because I do care about your health, and I am a lot more understanding at this time, a lot more educational or educated about marijuana and the health benefit from it. Because I know people suffering, you know, all kind of stuff, and they need something to calm their mind, calm their emotionally and mentally. So that part I do understand. But but if you don't have none of those shit, I'm sorry, I can't rock with you. That's me, and I just can't rock with you. If you smoke and you need some that's supposed to help you mentally, hey, do what you gotta do just to keep yourself healthy. But if you're just 100% healthy and you just like to smoke just to smoke, then I can't rock with you. That's who I am. And, and I know my family members, they use CBD as well for health, in which I totally understand. And who am I to judge? That's not my place. Like I said, if you're 100% healthy, I'm not going to judge you. No, I'm refereeing like I'm Earl Hebner. Bars. But anybody who's a wrestling fan, you know what I'm saying. All my non-wrestling fans, go look it up on Google. But but yeah, and not only that, in a straight edge society, not society. Oh Lord, A straight edge society. Oh, I keep on saying that. All my straight edge brothers and sisters out there, you're not alone. And the way they make us like, we some evil people, or even the media, they mock us or they joke about us. And of course in WWE, they make us look like we're a bad guy. That's all myth, that's all lies. Unless you that type of person, then you make us look bad. But for all my people out there who believe in that life, who go hard in the paint with that lifestyle, who went through substance abuse and try to become straight edge, from me, I would say keep doing it, and you're not alone. I'm here, everybody else here. You see people on media who is representing straight edge life. Like I said earlier, CM Punk, Darby Allin. I'm pretty sure people out there who are straight edge, but not publicly pushed into the mainstream, because I guess people who are straight edge are not cool. But being straight edge is very cool. If you're not straight edge, you just want to live a healthier life. By all means, keep keep pushing it. Because I know it's really hard, and people want to peer pressure you, try to make you that you're not. Because if you do that, then you lose who you really are, and I don't want that for anybody. I don't want that. Any race, black, white, Asian, it doesn't matter. You young, old, whatever. I don't want you to lose your character because of a peer pressure. And I know people don't talk about that, but peer pressure is very real. It is very real. And even from hell, from high school, middle school, and this today society, people think, you gotta stay lit to be cool. No, you don't. You don't. And I don't want to sound preachy. I don't want to sound like the '90s after school special, or any of those episodes for Full House. Yes, I'm a big fan of Full House. I don't care, but but what I'm telling you is like just be yourself. And if you want to live a pure life, you want to live a straight edge life, just be strong. Just just be who you are. And if you hang out with those crowds who don't respect your lifestyle, it's time for you to dip out. It's time for you to leave that spot. Because if they're not going to respect your lifestyle, they really don't care about you. They're really not your friend. They just using you as a punching bag, using you as a like a throwaway. You know what I'm saying? So I would say, all my brothers and sisters out there, just pick a right group. And if you don't like going to the type of parties, just find a different spot, or hell, even chill at the comfortable environment. It don't have to be a bar. It could be like um, a art, art bar. Shout out to people at art bar in Columbia, South Carolina. Or I know they sell alcohol, but they sell drinks too, sodas and stuff. So just surround yourself by great people. Surround yourself with a good environment, and you don't have to worry about uh, peer pressure. Now, for the people who trying to change their life after years of substance, just keep on working, just keep on going, and just just surround yourself with good people who will support you. Not the people who keep on feeding you some alcohol or weed or drugs, knowing that you try to change your life. Because those type of people want to keep you the same spot and don't want you to grow. They want you to be the same level as them. But if you keep your mind strong, have good family and friends, and good supporting system, you could be the best in the world. And yes, that's another CM Punk reference too. But for real, you could be the best in the world, and you could be stronger than ever. Just have a strong will of mind and body. And that's my thoughts about being a straight edge. And those are my advice. And if you want to do some research, hey, go for it. Do some more research about straight edge. Do some more research about how to live a a, a good, healthier lifestyle. I would say. If you don't want to say you're a straight edge, you can say I'm a purist. Or just straight up saying I don't drink smoke. You can say that because I know people be out there, which they are, they look at you funny. So that's my topic. That's my video. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys be educated and be entertaining of my little journey of being a straight edge. And if you know someone who is struggling with substance, who needs some guidance or needs some help, a little bit of influence, I would advise you to come to this channel, watch this video. It would definitely help them, and that's the main reason why I do this kind of videos, not only to, entertain, but to help and educate. So that's the reason why I'm pushing this channel so much and make this kind of video because I enjoy helping out people, and hopefully people can, take their time and watch this and be entertaining where I make some dubs on this Call of Duty. But I just want to help. That's my thing, and hopefully people watch this, they'll be more influenced, be more inspired to become a better version of themselves and have a healthier life. And that's my main goal of it. And hopefully people could come through, check it out, time out their busy schedule, and see this video. So hopefully this video will change their life, be inspired, and pass it down to other people. So that's my job. Well, once again, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'm your boy Hill Carmichael, and if you like this video, please share, like, subscribe, leave a comment. Because more likes, more of the chance my channel get pushed to the frame, to the front for it, so people can come to see this video. Because I feel like this video is very, very important. This channel need to be heard, and I am the voice of the voiceless. And yes, once again, I use the CM Punk catchphrase once again. But but yes, and also if you want to support the channel, you can drop some coins into my Cash App link. It will show at the end of the video. Show some support. If you do, I will definitely give you guys a shout out in the beginning of the video. That's my word, and I will promise you that. But until then, I see you guys next time. I'm your boy Hill Carmichael. This is my Hill Thoughts. Goodbye.